Hi, welcome to Steve Chats Wrestling, hashtag SCW, the wrestling channel here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video. Subscribe right now, leaving the comments in the comment section, like and share the video as well. Going to be basing this video particularly on ROH. Of course, WWE are potentially rumored to be interested in their talent pool actually. According to ringsidenews.com, it goes on to say that many Ring of Honor contracts are set to expire at the beginning of 2017. There was a rumor going around that WWE is planning to raid the Ring of Honor talent pool in the early 2017, with the Young Bucks being one of the top targets. Another name that heard that WWE was interested in was none other than Adam Cole. Cole has been on the radar for some time, and officials are very interested in signing him. It could be very interesting to see who WWE will be going to sign at the early stage of 2017 from ROH. Well, as for those names in question, I can go on to let you know that the Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson, have agreed a new 2-year deal with Ring of Honor since at Final Battle 2016. In addition, they've also agreed a new deal with New Japan Pro Wrestling. So yeah, it seems that the Young Bucks won't be coming to WWE anytime soon. Now, of course, as well, Matt Hardy was actually at the Final Battle event for ROH on Friday and appeared on the big screen, announced that the Young Bucks would face Jeff and himself at a future Ring of Honor date. In regards to Matt being cleared for TNA Wrestling to be at that event, apparently it was down to the last minute before the go-ahead was on camera. It was described that heading into the show, it was coming down to the wire. It is unknown exactly what TNA is going to get out of the deal themselves, but to have Hardy appear at the event, but it did go through with the new owners for approval. It's been informed that the future match between the Hardys and the Young Bucks will take place during WrestleMania weekend in Lakeland, Florida. So very interesting stuff indeed there, and of course it looks like there could be a relationship with ROH and TNA Wrestling in the future, which for myself is very exciting because of course two brands there, they could actually use the talents to challenge WWE. Of course, Cody was involved as well on ROH. He's got an agreement to work with TNA and ROH. So we see Cody Rhodes defeat Jay Lethal at the Final Battle event as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with ROH and TNA going forward. In the meantime, can't really say much on it, but other than I think if they do get a partnership going on and actually have some talent exchange, it would be very exciting. Definitely put some eyes on the prize. As for WWE going for talents, of course, it looks like the Young Bucks won't be coming. I actually would like to see the Young Bucks in WWE personally, but at the same time, I'm not sure with their size if they would be utilised correctly. The other superstar that was mentioned was Adam Cole. A further update on Adam Cole. Now, he lost the ROH World Heavyweight Championship to Kyle O'Reilly on Final Battle on Friday evening. Now, regardless of WWE being very interested in signing him, for those hoping that a deal would actually go through, would be sad to find out that his contract doesn't expire until April. So if Cole wants to come to terms with WWE, ringsidenews.com have been told that he wouldn't debut until after WrestleMania, and it wouldn't even be for the main roster. The company would place him at NXT for a while until he learned the WWE style of wrestling. Now, I actually don't think that's necessarily a bad thing because I have the same fears of Adam Cole. I think he's a very talented athlete and I would like to see him used correctly in WWE, and I think NXT is probably the right way to go, probably for himself. And we see where Roderick Strong has been put in NXT. I think a lot of the ROH guys would be kind of good for NXT, especially as we know as well the likes of Samoa Joe are more than likely going to be on the main roster sometime soon. Of course, if the biggest TNA stars have been on NXT, then why not ROH as well? So, I mean, I think for the NXT side of things, the future is bright. I think that it would be nice to see a number of ROH talents come into WWE. Personally, I'm a fan of the Bullet Club. I also enjoyed the work of Jay Lethal, The Addiction. It would be nice to see those guys actually get a WWE go as well, particularly for Christopher Daniels, I think, and Kazarian. Those guys are actually good friends of AJ Styles. I'd love to see them get a go in WWE. I know they're perhaps getting on a bit now, but I still think there's something to give, and they're very entertaining to watch as a tag team. The Motor City Machine Guns as well. I think the tag team scene in ROH is fantastic at the moment, so it'd be very interesting to see if WWE likes to improve their tag team talent pool within their main roster, or if they'll be going for some of the singles athletes. We'll have to wait and see as when and more is broken. Just to finish the report off, in a recent interview with ESPN, Will Ospreay was on about if there was any interest in him going to WWE. Of course, he's not in ROH, but one of the top indie talents, and UK superstar as well. He went on to say that it wasn't the right time for him. He went on to say, I just feel like now it's not the right time for me. Trust me when I say this, WWE has been the thing I've grown up watching. Guys like Paul Heyman, who I've met, Matt Hardy, who I've met so many times, who I can mention, who have inspired me. The WWE will be the dream. However, I want to go there with a big splash. I don't want to go in there and just be thrown in the shallow end of the pool. I want to be thrown in the deep end, and trust me when I say it, I'll swim. So it's interesting. I think it's also the right approach as well. Of course, so many guys get their opportunity in WWE and it doesn't work out. They don't end up being utilized the way they should be. Will Ospreay is another one of these guys who's perhaps not the biggest superstar when you look at his size, but it definitely has got a lot to offer to the table. And of course, like you say, if you're going to go in there, you want to make an impact, and perhaps the more impact he can make on the indie scene, the more of a wave he'll cause when he goes into WWE. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. But there is a potential of WWE signing independent talent. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like and share the video if you haven't already, and also make sure to subscribe. You've been watching Steve Chats Wrestling, #SCW the Wrestling Channel here on YouTube.com. Take care.